Hey. Guys, this is the best part. This is where Nick's not here.
I love this part.
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Nick!
We've got some guests.
Well,
Why?
hello.
Say hello to Jon and Russ.
I don't know where they came from.
They are here voluntarily.
Somewhat.
So welcome to another episode of Drunk Nerd, Sober Nerd, special edition with 2 drunk nerds and 2 sober nerds.
Jon will be our designated sober nerd.
Well,
Who's not drinking?
He's drinking responsibly. And our designated drunk nerd, Russ.
so today we just watched Justice League.
I've also watched Batman and Superman earlier this morning. Just to prepare, full disclosure, I had a basement full of shit, and I'm not sure which was worse.
So for those of you who haven't watched, Nick, is there any warnings that we need?
So many spoilers.
So many spoilers.
Every spoiler is going to be spoiled.
Superman is not dead.
I wish he was.
Hold on.
What? Am I too many spoilers?
The only saving grace of this movie was the Weekend at Bernie's montage that they did with him, right?
What are we doing today?
These are collectible wood art.
By incredi-build.
I only agreed to do this because I thought we were doing dot to dots.
Yeah.
Didn't make the cut.
As a fun challenge, as I'm drinking and we're a team and they're a team.
The drunks will be using their dominant hand, and the sobers will be using their less dominant hand. Hey, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Let's time this mess.
And he couldn't open it.
Wow, he did it really fine.
Are we going to read the book?
There's a comic in here.
John, what's the name of Thor's hammer?
Yelner. Shut up.
It's actually pronounced M.J. Oliner. It was named after Jack Kirby's father.
That joke will never work.
Yeah, so this movie.
Oh,
What did you
got it
think?
ready? It's difficult to hold your tongue when a movie is bad.
How about the fact that they crammed 3 origin stories into about 30 minutes?
I'm okay with that because I don't need to see him again. Cyborg's story is wrong. The ship came to life in Batman vs. Superman, right?
Yes.
Wasn't Batman watching a video of Cyborg being created by that cube in Batman vs. Superman?
Yeah. There's an easy explanation for this, is that it's not a good movie.
Wait, did you say you didn't see Wonder Woman?
I didn't see Wonder
Why
Woman.
did you not see Wonder Woman?
My day just went on. That the Amazonians, the women on the island,
We're wearing much skimpier clothing.
much skimpier clothing.
And the
there was just
actresses were
bras
pissed.
and underwear in this movie.
Yeah, right.
That warrior women that just have to be naked to
And
fight.
that's the difference between having a female director in an awesome Wonder Woman movie and a male director for a really piece of crap Justice League movie.
Spoiler: Superman's in this movie. After he comes back to life, and they're all standing there, and Batman runs to the scene. I mean,
Everyone was there in a heartbeat, and I knew in the back of my mind he was huffing and puffing down the street. You
That's a
saw
great
Superman, and you
And
could
then he
hear
wakes up.
You could hear each one showing up in the background, and off in the distance.
That's one of these things that's just great that there's 4 people watching this movie. Superman wakes up, and he looks out, and then there's the superheroes in front of him. Who's missing? Batman. Why is Batman missing? Because he's trying to get to the f***ing scene, and it sucks. The humor felt as crowbarred in as Henry Cavill's fake jawline.
Are we talking about this now? Should we just do it?
let's do it.
It's-
What the? F-
The first scene, they open the movie with that cell phone,
yeah.
and his lips are just doing this funky...
To start the movie the way they started it was
Laughable.
astounding.
It starts
Yeah.
like
By his
starts up
face.
here, and like by the end of it, I'm like, the camera must have been like here. Talk to me, Superman.
I'm like, your teeth are moving.
That scene ended, and I was like, are they gonna tie this back in? And I was like, no, they're just gonna
Not at all.
Throw it away. We reshot that for 5 extra seconds.
I must have
Hold
used
on.
the mustache joke about 5 times to the point that Nick's like, it's not funny anymore. Russ."
My issue is more than half of his scenes look like they had the whole CGI.
Well,
down.
once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it.
Don't film another movie that you have a mustache in before we finish this movie.
If that was the biggest problem, though, the movie would have been good.
I will snap.
Shall
on
we
this
look for
one.
the number 2
Grab
right next to
one.
5?
Use the slots. How dare
This is
you.
piece 2.
Oh, I ruined it. I'm soberly ruining everything.
Legit.
We're winning, by the way.
Wait, you're not building the same thing we are?
No,
No.
we're building 2 different things. Yeah.
We have our first casualty.
I broke that thing.
We have.
No,
This
it's got to
goes
slide
here.
in a little deeper.
But that goes in the
We
middle.
can't keep saying it.
Yep, side up.
What do you think?
Yeah, word sides up. You can see right
Okay.
They're
there.
gonna catch us. They're gonna catch us.
I gotta be honest. Who would be doing this if they weren't doing some cheesy show on YouTube?
Your children.
My kids are much cooler.
Well, if you look, There's an outline there matching up with that. Why the... What the... Oh,
8, 9, 10.
They did the same thing, only different.
Hey, Nick, you want to talk about bad instruction booklets we worked with in the past?
The worst was the tin
oh
cans.
no.
All you have to do is the hour-long...
That's the whole plot line to Justice League.
Pretty much.
Nick, in the first 30 minutes of the movie, how many times did I turn to you and say, what is this movie about?
16 or 17 times?
So take it. Yeah.
So 11's got a little bit of a blob.
I know. I knew this was going to need glue, Nick. I know it said it didn't need it, but I knew it was going to need glue. Our pieces are falling apart.
Then you're not putting it together correctly.
No, because it's cheaply made.
This was made with lasers.
Yeah, you know what else was made with lasers?
Freaking sharks. You watch a Marvel movie and it's fun. Right. You watch a DC movie and you're depressed before anything happens.
I was depressed by the CGI lips.
Even
right off the bat.
No, but then like...
But at least that was during the daytime.
The Russian family in the house? Why?
Because you need to care about people.
The Flash saved those people.
What?
Yeah. The Flash saved those people.
I know, but you realize that like that was a thread that was going on through the entire movie. That then, like, did you need that thread going on the entire movie?
We just needed to know the human element. The parademon is in the window, about to go into the house, and then all of a sudden doesn't go into the house, and the guy's got the shotgun loaded for about 6 weeks.
Superman drops everything. I'm fighting Steppenwolf, and I've got to go save those 4 people. I hear civilians.
Civilians. Go on.
I get that you wanted to put the human element.
Marvel took the human element the next movie by saying, you just killed everybody.
It was a big problem. The Sokovia Accords. You saved the world, but you also killed 30,000 people as you saved the world. We need to talk about it.
They actually address it in the middle of Ultron. We're saving as many people as we can. We're trying to get them onto these ships, but not everybody's making it. There's a cost here. It sucks. And then in Civil War, they address all of it. Here, we're not going to hear boo about it.
Yeah, this movie sucked.
There was not one thing about this movie that was well done.
So who can they add on the Legion of Doom side that would make it interesting?
I'm not sure.
Skeletor?
I'll get you, Superman!
No, if
Because they broke the 2 icons of the DC universe.
then it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't. And honestly, I have no desire to see any other Justice League movie. I will see them because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Guys, you spelled it wrong.
That'd be so funny.
Thank you.
So clearly everybody thinking going into this movie that Wonder Woman was the strong point. Did she survive this movie unscathed?
I think she did.
Why?
Yeah.
I totally think she did.
Why
I think she's just as cool now as she was before going in.
They gave her awesome scenes. They didn't put her in a leather bikini.
But she was so against Superman being reincarnated. And then 5 minutes later, I'm here for him.
It still needed to be done. She recognized that. So she went into it with some apprehension.
Does it go the other way? I think it goes the other way. Yeah, there you go.
The Flash.
I'm using 2 hands because I don't care anymore. No, wait, no, just flip it.
It was.
Hey guys, hey!
We're at the Daily Planet right now.
I finally completed a challenge before Nick. 5 episodes. I win. I got the map to Luke.
Hey,
Oh.
In Marvel, they build how many movies to get to the Infinity Gauntlet? And in one movie, they use the mother boxes and blow that load in 45 minutes. You know, going into this movie, knowing that Superman would come back, I didn't really put a lot of thought into the fact of, like, how he was going to come back to life. The one thing I would have immediately discounted was to use the exact same way that they used it in the first movie of how they brought Doomsday to life.
I would have thought that the way they would have brought him back is maybe dig him up, fly him close to the sun. Hey, sun gives him power. Boom, he's alive.
You mean they would have done it in a way that is synchronous to the story?
Yeah, it makes sense. Absolutely. It's just...
Right. So where do they go from here to save it?
There is no.
There's no saving the DC.
There is no saving it. At this point, they need to drive it into the ground until they stop making money and then reboot it. I stand by that sentence.
They're not gonna not make money.
Yeah, they will.
All 4 of us knew it was going to be a bad movie, and we were still there opening day.
Because we're filming the show.
We all would have gone either way.
Oh, no.
I would have gone.
At least 3 of us would have.
I would have gone, but I would have gone for the reason of seeing the train wreck. The end of the movie was so anticlimactic. I expected Darkseid to show up. I expected something else to happen because the Steppenwolf fight just ended like, oh.
He's afraid.
For 3 seconds he's afraid. They give him one line where he's like, this shouldn't happen. And then Aquaman says, what do you smell? And everyone says, fear. So then the parademons attack him. The Flash was wearing his pants at the beginning of his first fight.
The Flash was wearing his pants the entire movie.
And the parademons don't attack him any harder. Let's do this. What did we like about this movie?
Should I go into, again, how I hate the fact
No. I asked you what you like about this movie. You're like, what do I hate? I was really looking for more out of Aquaman. He bent over backwards to make fun of his capabilities. I don't mind it. Talk to fish. I don't care. Would it have been terrible to have 15 great white sharks try to attack Steppenwolf under the water?
Exactly.
That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
No. Let's make fun of it instead. They had an opportunity and they dropped it.
What they could have very easily done, which is what I'm trying to say, is like make just this some little island in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific, and that's where everything could have been happening. And you could have actually had 15 great white sharks attacking them because it would have been an island.
Sharknado.
You could have had a Sharknado.
You could not have chosen a more remote destination to neutralize how cool Aquaman could have been.
It's a fucking bad movie.
I'm pretty sure I started this conversation by what we liked about them.
Yeah, there is nothing.
There's nothing.
I refuse to answer your question.
Clearly.
Would you want to see a standalone movie of any of these characters?
Nope. Oh, no,
I want to
actually...
see an Aquaman movie just to know how well they're going to handle the fact that the whole movie has to happen underwater.
In conclusion, Joe...
1, 2, 3, shoot, and then you're gonna put your 1 or 2 hands up on what your ranking of this
1
movie
to
is.
10?
Yeah.
That's
1,
we-
2.
Wait, I'm still thinking about it.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of numbers in there.
1, 2, 3, shoot. It's 3 3s and a 5.
You went 5?
You have to keep in mind, my scale has 0 consistency. Let's wrap up, Joe.
Alright.
What did you think of Justice League? Comment below.
Like and subscribe.
And come back for episode 6.
Nope!